Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is another edition of Nailed It, where we take inspiration from a photo and then we try and recreate it. If you're interested in seeing what I'm trying to recreate today, how we can accomplish the look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so thank you so much for clicking on my video. We have another fun Nailed It video. This series was created by Lexi Jong here on YouTube. It was actually a recommendation or a suggestion from one of her subscribers, which I thought was just genius. It's a really fun way to use the makeup that we have. Basically what we do is we take a photo as an inspiration and we try and recreate it. There are no rules really. We can put our own spin on it however we'd like. The only rule that we do have is that you cannot go out and purchase new makeup in order to recreate the look. You have to shop your stash. You have to use what you already have and then somehow pull the look together. Initially, there were some creators that were a part of this and a lot of them still are, but with crazy schedules and everything else, we'll have a rotating list of creators that are participating in the Nailed It series. Because of that, I'm not doing introductions on any creators. However, if you'd like the look that we created and you'd like to see what someone else's version of it was, all of the creators that are participating in this week's Nailed It edition are linked down below in the description box. During the video, don't forget to like if you like what you see. Don't forget to subscribe. We still have our luxury giveaway open. It actually ends tonight. So definitely go and check out this luxury giveaway video that I streamed a couple weeks ago. It will have all the rules. Please watch until the end, which is where the rules are given. Basically, it's an entire luxury giveaway filled with all of my favorite things. Again, that giveaway was open for 30 days. It closes tonight, so definitely go check that out. Make sure to enter if it's something you're interested in. Thanks again for inviting me onto this, Lexi. I always have so much fun just playing with makeup, recreating something new. Without further ado, let's go ahead and see if we can create this look. Okay, so this video's inspiration is a picture that we found by Anni Antola. Now, in the description of this picture, I think on Instagram, somebody found it on Instagram, they talk about how this is a ColourPop X The Mandalorian palette, or The Child. And so this is the palette here that they used to recreate that look. Now, I have the palette, however, I'm not going to use the palette. And the reason for that is I want to challenge myself a little bit. For 2 weeks ago when we did the Very Dior Holiday by Hindash, it was super easy because I used all of the same products that he used, and so I felt like I was cheating just a little bit. So this time we're gonna stretch ourselves. I've looked through my collection of eyeshadow palettes to see if I could find the shades that I know they used in this picture, and we'll see what we come up with. I mean, it's just taking inspiration, putting your own spin on it. So in the photo, I will pop the photo here, but in the photo you can see that most of the focus is on the eyes and the lips. That's why I decided to go ahead and put my complexion on. I have a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of blush, maybe a little highlight on the nose, and that's it. And we'll just focus on the eyes and the lips for today's video. In the photo, the colors that I believe she's wearing that stand out right away to me are going to be this one here. This is the shade Just Like a Tatoonie, right there. She's definitely wearing Droid Protocol, which is this yummy chocolate brown there. We love that color. Another color that I know for a fact that she has to be wearing is this gold shimmer, which is called The Force. Okay, and so let me just give you a quick swatch from the Mandalorian palette so that we can see what we're working with here. I have to say, I never filmed a video on this palette, but it is so good, you guys. I love it so much. There are the colors there. You can kind of see there's like a really pretty gold. This chocolate is everything. I really don't think I have another color quite like it. And then we have this lighter color here. For the chocolate brown, which I think is a really beautiful brown that ColourPop created, and it's pretty unique. I swatched a lot of brown eyeshadows. I'm actually gonna be mixing two browns to get the color that I think is that brown, okay? So I have 3 palettes that I'll be working with to create this look. The first one is ColourPop, and it is the palette Wild Nothing. I reviewed this like earlier in the summer, I think. Wasn't really my favorite, but it's gonna work for today's purposes. I'm also going to pull in my Natasha Denona bronze palette. I feel like there's some shades in here that we can make work. And then lastly, I'm going to use my Natasha Denona gold palette. I think that there's a gold in here and the lighter brown shade that I'm gonna need. So I think it's pretty funny. It takes 2 Natasha Denonas and another ColourPop to obtain the color that I think we're gonna get here. But let's go ahead and just start playing here. So for the first brown color, let me show you again what we've got going. I'm gonna swatch side by side. So the first one that I have is the ColourPop. It's almost my skin color. I don't know if you can tell there. There we go. So that's the color we wanna try and dupe. I think that the closest one that I found was this one here in the gold palette up here. That shade is called Aria. So let me, again, this is where the ColourPop is right here. Let me swatch Aria next to it. It's missing a little bit of like that cinnamony color, but they're pretty close. So let's go ahead and start with that. I'm gonna take my BK Beauty 201 and I'll dip into that shade and just start going in my transition area. That's actually a really pretty color. I mean, I said this before in the other Dior video, but what I like about this video series is that it kind of just stretches you to try new things that you wouldn't normally do. Like for instance, you know, looking at this palette, I would have never probably used this color. It would have gone unused because it looks really light. But now that I have it on, it looks beautiful. I like it. It has good pigment and it looks good. I'm gonna take my BK Beauty 207. This is my little fluffy pencil brush. And I'm gonna go into the same shade, Aria, and just start creating the base in the lower lash line as I feel it is in the picture. Okay, the chocolate brown is one that's a little bit of a tricky situation for me. So I'm going to swatch the ColourPop one. Just swatches so beautifully, you guys. Look at that. It's just such a yummy chocolate, and on the lids, it's even prettier. It's so pretty. I'm going to have to mix this from the bronze palette, and this is in the shade Magma, and it's totally a red base. So I'll show you what that looks like. It doesn't even look close to it at all next to it. I mean, they're 2 different colors, right? But then I'm gonna take my ColourPop, and this is in the shade No Bounds. It's a little bit too cool tone brown to compare to the ColourPop, but if I put it over the Magma, it really does help us get closer. So, I mean, this one's still a little bit lighter, more red, I guess I could say, but it's gonna work for now. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm going in with my Sonia G Mini Booster, and I'm gonna go into the shade Magma first, the reddish one first. I'm just kind of building out the outer V. So I'm gonna take my BK Beauty 207, which is this pencil brush, and go into the Wild Nothing No Bounds color and deepen it out further. I'm going into the first shade, Aria, and I'm gonna just blend them together here at the top. I'm gonna take Magma and I'm gonna go in the lower lash line. Just really quick, just one swipe. And then I will go into my No Bounds on my ColourPop Wild Nothing. Essentially just replicating what we did on the outer corner there. Now the inside of the eye is that gold color. So let me show you what I came up with for that. So the ColourPop Mandalorian is the first swatch here. It's a nice gold color, but it has a little bit of a like topper type of situation. Like it's not the most opaque. I'm gonna try a couple different combinations, but I think I can do this. I think I can do this at the bottom, and then I can do this one as a topper. Let me see what that looks like. It's pretty close. The one in the gold palette is a little more green. So this is the Mandalorian Child Gold. This is the 2 colors that I just mentioned layered together. So I think we got pretty close there. So let's go ahead and see if that works. I'm going in with just a concealer brush, like a generic one, just to try to pack as much as we can. Is everybody ready for the holidays? What are you guys up to? Did you finish your shopping? Like I said, I'm always, ooh, I am getting fallout though. I'm always like one opposite extreme or the other. So sometimes it's like Christmas Eve and I'm trying to finish shopping, or sometimes I'm done by like December 1st. This time, just because of YouTube and my 12 days of collabs, I had done a little bit like in between my collabs, but I finished everything like literally the Sunday after my collabs ended. So that's why I took a 3-day break. I didn't have a video Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, but for me, it's so important to have Christmas set up for my kids, you know, like my tree, my lights, the gifts. I like to torture them and wrap all the gifts and just let them sit there, you know what I mean? So it just, I don't know. For me, it's important. The kids hate it because, like I said, every day, like it's just so hard for them to look at the gifts and not open, but I love it. I think it's very evil and very fun to watch. All right, so yeah, so let me know. Where are you guys? Did anybody use my gift ideas that I had those videos on? Let me know. I will also say I have seen people use my affiliate links. I really do appreciate it. It really does make a difference, and I'm so excited. Like, it just helps me be a little bit more free with my spending as I'm, you know, trying to pick up new things for the channel. So it really does help support the channel so I can get a little extra, get an extra release, that sort of thing. So thank you very much. I did have fallout. It does look like she has that same gold in her inner corner highlights, so I'm just gonna pick up just the gold. I won't do both, I'll just do the gold. It might even be lighter in the inner corner. All right, so let me show you we do have a Super Shock shadow in this palette. It could possibly be that, but it's all blown out here. It's this one here. You can't really see it. It's blown out. But it's like this white color there. It's white, but it has like this yellow undertone. And the shade is called Sparks. And it's this white one here. It looks white. Can we see there? It's a shimmer topper shade, but they look pretty close. This is the Mandalorian child there. Like I said, it's a topper shade. You won't be able to make it out too well. And then this is the one from the Natasha Denona Gold palette. It just seems like her inner corner is just a little bit lighter. So I'm just gonna go with one of my new ones actually, my Flat Definer by Sonia G. Kayaki brush edition. Little tiny thing, get it in there, pop it in the inner corner highlight there. She doesn't have like dramatic lashes in her picture, so I'm just gonna do my mascara on the top and the bottom. She has like a chocolate brown in the waterline, so I really like this one. This one's by Pure, and it's called Down to Earth. This is like one of those mechanical pencils. I actually didn't purchase this pencil. It was sent to me with that whole Raw Beauty Christie mess, as like an apology, I guess, but I really like it. It's one of those self-sharpening pencils, and it's really opaque actually. Okay, I'm gonna do my lashes off camera and I'll be right back. I just wanna bring you in a little close so you can see what I'm doing. So this is what we've got going on so far. I think it's close. I really do think that this has more of a green undertone or shift to it than in the picture. In the picture, it really is gold, but this is as close as I could get it. Let me do my mascara. I'll figure out the lips and bring some options, and I'll be right back. Okay, so far this is what we've got going. Like I said, I think it's a little more green than I wanted there, and that was the topper shade that I used. But it's fine, you know, it's still pretty. I still do like it. I just wish it was a little more gold. Okay, so now it's time to work on the lips. I feel like if you look at the picture, it's brown, but like berry red on top. So let's see if we can make this work. All right, so I pulled what I thought might work. I don't really have anything dark brown. Like that's not shades that I like to gravitate towards. I'm more of like a nude person. But I think I'm gonna start with this one, which is the darkest brown lip liner I have. It's the Victoria Beckham in the shade number 4. And let me just start. It looks like her lips are somewhat overdrawn, which I've been practicing anyway, so let's try. Okay, so I made that line as dark as I could. I feel like on camera it looks darker than what it looks like in real life, but let's just go with it. Next, we're gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte. This is in the shade Flirt. It looks dark, but it's really just like a nudie color. Okay, so there we go. It's already looking pretty good, I think. It looks pretty dark brown, like way darker than I like my browns to be. But I think that this is the trick here. So for that like berry tone that you see in the picture, the one I'm gonna go with is the shade Alyssa. This is a Sydney Grace lip cream. It's a really pretty distinct berry color. There's the lips right there. I feel like we need a little bit more red. All right, I forgot to hit record, but the one that I used to berry it up a little bit more, make it a little more red, was this one by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Tinted Love. It's like the lip and cheek, like little lip stains. This is in the shade Love Chain, but I think it helped us get exactly the red berry that we were looking for. So, what do we think? I think we got pretty close. I'm always so surprised, like the simplest looks on camera or in pictures you think are gonna be so easy, and they're the ones that prove to be a little bit more challenging. But I think when you're taking inspiration from it, I thought it turned out really good. I do like it. I think it's pretty. What do we think? I'm actually really digging that lip color. I think it's really pretty. All right, guys, so that concludes my third and Nailed It series. Again, we took inspiration from a picture. We kind of just went with it and tried to recreate it. I like to do that because I feel like, you know, again, promo pics and like inspiration that we see in like the marketing of a new product that's launching or whatnot, that's sort of what draws us in. But can we recreate it? And so that's why this is so much fun for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked what you saw, give me a like. Make sure to subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Again, giveaway closes today, so definitely make sure and go enter that if you'd like to. Thanks, guys, for watching. I really do appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for always coming and commenting on my videos, giving me some feedback. Let me know what you think. I also, if you guys have like a picture you saw that you thought was really pretty or whatever, make sure and drop that in the comments so that we can use it as inspiration in an upcoming Nailed It series video. So thanks again so much. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!